Yo, you probably should have a shave, yeah, so what a day it has been. I don't even know where to start. I'm pretty exhausted, I suppose. But that's okay. Oh, man. A lot of entrepreneurial thoughts, which is really nice. Been watching a lot of Shark Tank. I wonder how many times people have said that. I was like, oh, I'm probably going to become an entrepreneur. Not that easy, but I mean, through all of this, whether I decide to create that, or I decide to do my own business, real estate, I don't know, like I think slowly learning what my passion is because whenever I think of a product, just say I thought about making a protein powder or a bar, all of it is just like flash crap. Like see a bunch of colors, a bunch of nothing. Couldn't even tell you what flavors like mango, coconut, all this random crap, No marketing behind it, just buy it because it's there, it's expensive. It's like why is it worth the value, It's got to have some credibility before I'm just going to buy it. And what I was thinking about, because I thought about that and immediately like I had a thought of how I'd market it, because like can't like simple minimalism in terms of I need to get better with how I word stuff, but it'd be like the be like Mike, Michael Jordan, what's it called? Thing is, this is quite boring. It's all right. um, it'd be like I don't know, uh, just someone boxing, and then there's no music. It's just them, blood, sweat, and tears, like fighters or whatever. Just fighting themselves, like dark setting, one spotlight on them, punching bag with one person shooting basketballs, any of that stuff. I mean, it's not well. It makes sense, and they go and they just drink a bar. Like, it doesn't have to be any flashy music. Doesn't have to be any of this random stuff. It'll sell itself. You simple marketing, give people an emotion. I want to be that. I need this. That's how you market things, and it's interesting saying it aloud because definitely shows that I have a lot more work to do in terms of putting that vision into reality. Because how am I going to sell what I just said? But I can see it. So if I'm going to be able to manage people or learn how to lead or to sell, I definitely need to work out how to put my thoughts into words, which is why this has been good. But yeah, it's gonna go to the channel, so it's a bit, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Adam. Anyway, so yeah, got to think about that. But yeah, I was like, and I was talking to mom about the voice and stuff. People just with the status, everything they do is better. They're good at one thing, or you hear about them, you look at them differently. Like Jason Derulo was on. So everyone knows who Jason Derulo is. Everyone just wants to be. It doesn't matter if he's the best. It doesn't matter if he'll maximize your talents or if he knows who you are. If he's the best and there's no competition. It's like, it's just done. He's just a status and a presence and an aura about them. And I mean, that's through other people's credibility. It's other people's perception of a person is what your perception becomes. So I suppose like value is uh sort of given to you by others. You pick up on the value that other people give you and that give others. So if one person finds you valuable, probably a lot more do as well. It's interesting how that all works. Yeah, but just like I was thinking about, all the products and all that's got to be done. It's not that simple. I mean, I've got the marketing ideas. I picture it in my head. It just goes, but putting it into words is not easy. So I guess that's where video comes in, and that's that. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying with the marketing. It doesn't need a massive script. It doesn't need oh it's I don't even know like all these oats are from the finest in Indian plains or something. I don't know. Like you don't need it's like 7.2 grams of beta glucan and it's gonna it doesn't matter. Like no one cares. Just if you have a famous person eating it. If you have a famous person eating it, if you have just a cool aesthetic, like sex sells. It's like people are gonna buy it. Sell people an emotion or a dream, but it's not a dream. Like it could be reality. That's the point where it becomes like self. I sort of, if I was to start a marketing agency or if I was to start selling products as an entrepreneur, it's like everyone is saying that whether they're natural or not, it's like, oh, we're natural, we're the best. It's like our product is the best, you should buy our product because you'll be doing your part to save the environment. Or if you want anti-aging, like we've got you, like this is what you need. You don't want age is negative. It's all geared from a negative perspective. Like, oh, killing the environment's bad. It's like a bad thought, so do this good thing. It's like, or oh, I'm getting old, so and these things are expensive as well, so I'm going to do these bad things to get a good result. Whereas like if I was marketing, it's like you give them a positive thing. It's like people working out, people exercising, people happy. Or it's like you did this, like you you deserve this. Like you deserve this. You are a good person, and this is like a gift to you, a treat. It's a ritual, something you deserve. It's a good. You give people positive emotions, and they'll feel better about themselves and do it. And I mean, maybe that's like iffy marketing, but at least it's genuine marketing. It's like, oh, I have the best products. You need this. Like, you're not good enough unless you have these products. Or and then they're happy and they rely on them. I guess that makes a loyal fan base like a cult. But if you want like a community, you got to give people positive stuff and vulnerability and all that. And I mean, that's definitely a common thing because everyone says, self love, very refreshing when someone can just talk and share and be vulnerable and honest. And it's like, oh, damn, like, yeah, I follow this person. They're like me. I can relate to that. But and because there's, for example, like Chris Bumstead, you can relate, or Arnold, because everyone wants to be like a multifaceted, multi-successful, multiple areas man, talking about men, like you can relate to it. And he's infamous, he's got status, he's got credibility, looks handsome, looks cool, like everyone wants to be like that. But you wouldn't care about his story unless he had all that sort of thing. It's like, I'm not going to care about your best product or the best body if I don't know who you are. If you're just like some random massive dude, I don't care. But if you open up, if you connect, like Eric Bugenhagen did for or in my like for my life, it's like you care so much more about that person, when it's beyond the superficial. It's like if you were marketing something to somebody, you give them an experience, or you leave something, you want to give them more. You want them to want more, and that's not manipulation because you want to give them more things. You're not saying like, oh, you don't have this, like you need this now. It's like, oh, directly, like your life is shit without it. It's like, this is a great product. It's like, oh shit, that's a good product, like I want that. And then it's like, yeah, you deserve this. Like that would make a lot more sense to me, and you'd go home and sleep better at night. It's like, oh, your life shit, or you need these products, or these products are the best that you won't achieve in the gym without them, or anything like that. It's like, help you achieve the best point. It's like, you got to give people an actual reason and formulate around positivity, because eventually, I mean, negative emotion is true because I think about like Andrew Tate and all that. It's like, you need this stuff, it'll make you better, but also giving people positive emotion through comedy is what he's done. So it's just interesting. So I suppose eventually got the ball rolling with a bit of marketing chat, I don't know, social media. Yes, I mean times have changed, not in my life. Well, they kind of have, but times have changed, and it's just something to keep in mind. Like being able to sell people an emotion, and it sells itself. But you shouldn't have to sell someone on a product. It should sell itself, in my mind, and then like you get them to buy and you get the retention is like because it's actually a good product. So a good product should sell itself. Shouldn't have to create the best product just for it to sell and then beg like, oh, this is why. Anyway, a bit of a marketing chat finally. Also was thinking about fashion related stuff, and there's different schools of thought. Like, do clothes only look good because of the people wearing them and the physique? I definitely think that's true. But I mean, and they really change people's opinions of you. They probably give you about 10 extra seconds. Or yet they give you 10 seconds if you look good, and they won't give you the time if you look bad. So, I mean, it is worth, is it worth 1,000, or maybe how important is 10 seconds? It depends what context you're in. And you don't always need to wear suits, because I was thinking about work, like I just wear like a polo and a pullover. I could dress up a lot nicer, and it wouldn't be that expensive, but wouldn't be comfortable. So it's interesting, like there's no need to, and the boss doesn't as much. So I mean, it's like, yeah, it's what kind of culture do you create and what kind of community do you create? And it's very true what I've heard like, yeah, the work office culture is very important. Um, and if you want to be a successful team, it's like the goal. It's like, oh, there's stuff to do. It's like, we get to do this stuff. We get to market to you. I don't have to have this product to make me feel better and look better. I deserve, I get to feel better. I get to not be better than everyone else and compete against everyone, but I get to be the best version of myself, because it doesn't matter if I'm better than everybody. Maybe it takes someone to realize it, to get there to realize it. If I'm better than everybody and I don't think I'm there or I'm not good enough, doesn't matter how good I get, I'll never realize it in myself. And that's what life's all about, is it not? Like realizing how good you are in a way that you can help others. And then use that to help others, not just, oh, I'm not good enough, so I can't help others. Like hand in hand. So marketing, yeah, it's just something to think about, man. Marketing. I think that's enough. Week of work coming up. Yeah, basically, it's going to be 5 days this week with open day of the weekend. So excited, but let's see how we go.